Vortex Hobby, and today we're going to talk about the brand new bomber from Axial. And we're going to kind of talk about it with the two cars that helped this come about. Both the Yeti and the Wraith have a lot of influence that is built into the bomber. So let's get into the bomber, and as I go through it, I'll talk about what parts they used from each of the Yeti and the Wraith. So let's take a quick spin around tour of it. And as we go around, the graphics on this bomber are just awesome, you know. Really great looking RC. So, one thing to notice too, like with some of the Axial's other vehicles, they have the molded in figures in the cockpit here. Really cool, some extra detail. This kit does come also with exchangeable heads for these guys. So if you want a different helmet or you want to paint it, you can swap those in and out. So I'm going to take it off this. And let's get right into some of the features here. So first off is a brand new licensed BFG Baja tire. These tires are made out of their R30 compound, which is not their softest. Their softest is R35, but R30 is a little bit better than a medium softness. So a really good tire for the purposes that this vehicle was made, which is like running Ultra 5, because that is what class this truck is in. So I'm going to flip it upside down. We're going to take a look at the undercarriage here, where we can point out what was taken from which truck and why it is in this truck. So first off, we'll come to the front end here. They are using their AR60 axles, which are straight from the Wraith. The front suspension links are again Wraith suspension links. Then it comes back through the back here, and what they've done is now we're running a trailing arm, which is going to give you better jumping for coming down and better handling at high speeds than a standard 4-link. And again, this is straight off of the Yeti. And the cool thing with using a lot of these parts from these two vehicles is there's already a lot of aftermarket support that you can buy. A lot of other companies have made these trailing arms, these types of links. So awesome, already out of the gate, we already got tons of upgrades we can put on this. The other great thing, their skid plate right here, super smooth. It's going to slide over all the rocks, not get hung up. It comes out with 4 bolts, 2 on each side, so a little bit easier to work on than the Wraith. For any of those that own a Wraith would know that. They are using their brand new axle design, their Wild Boar HD styles. Another cool thing that they've also added, you can see down here, is a brand new diff cover. A little bit thicker, which is a great thing to see, because again, if you've owned a Wraith, they do wear out, kind of on the fast side if you're doing a lot of crawling in rocks. So good to see that. Has an awesome looking design on that. It does come with 5 tires. This is a functioning tire, so if you did happen to rip a tire out in the middle of nowhere, you have a spare ready to go. So cool to see. The other cool thing with this suspension setup they have is now you can put, and I don't know if the camera can get in, but right here, sway bar mounts, front and rear, to really help stabilize the vehicle at speed and give you a little bit more control. So really cool to see, and good thinking on Axial's part. Another cool feature, it does come with aluminum threaded shocks that are modeled after King's. And King is a huge name brand of shock in the four-wheel drive community. So let's get up and talk about some of these other features of the vehicle. Now, first we'll get into probably, which I think is one of the coolest things that they integrated. Again, anyone that's used a Wraith knows about the battery forward mod. Well, this vehicle comes with it done. They have put the battery forward. So 2 body pins come out of the vehicle. You lift it up. It has a battery plastic tie-down strap. Folds right out of the way. Comes with a Dean or Ultra plug and a 2S LiPo battery will fit right down in there. So let's talk about electronics. It does come with a brushed ESC and a brushed motor, and that is their EA5. It is 3S compatible, so which is awesome. You can throw a 3S LiPo in here. It is waterproof, and it comes with a 35 turn motor brushed. The other great thing, that Axial has been starting to put on their vehicles for a little while now is the Tactic Servo. It is a metal geared servo, and it however is only splash proof, not waterproof, but usually can handle getting in some wet situations fairly good. The next thing is the transmission in this. So the transmission they took right out of the Yeti. They did do some modifications on the transfer case. However, the transmission is the exact same one that's in the Yeti. And that is awesome because it comes brushed ready. That means all the gears inside of it are already metal. So they can handle the extra power of throwing in a more powerful power plant. The next thing that also allows you to do is put in a 2-speed conversion kit. So right out of the gate you can put the conversion kit on here and have a high and low gear, which is awesome. Gives you a little more top end speed, a little bit more low end speed, and power and torque that come with that. So that is awesome to see. And the other cool thing that goes along with that is they also introduced the new Tactic controller. And this is cool because it is a 3-channel controller. So right out of the gate, you already have the controller you would need to run that 2-speed transmission. Right there, it has 2 selectable buttons to shift back and forward. Or if you didn't want to run that, you could put another accessory and have it use that as well. So, it's a fairly small footprint one, but feels pretty good in the hand. Another really cool couple parts that Axial throws in, Axial's known to usually throw in a couple extra, are these through puts for the axles. It makes it able to run a third axle. So any of those that have ever made a 6x6 or seen them, which there's a lot of people out there building them now, this allows you to use the AR60 axles to do that now. Really cool that they included this. I think myself and some people I know will be doing this soon. One other cool thing they threw in here is a different optional tire mount to mount this a little more forward if you need to change the weight bias. Right now it's pretty evenly balanced, which is better for all different types of terrain. However, if you're doing a lot of rock crawling, you may want to move this up and that will let you go up steeper inclines because now you have more weight forward. So really cool, a lot of cool thinking Axial's done here to help you drive in different terrain. So I gotta give it up to him, and there's a few things. They always give you extra parts, extra drive lines. There's a couple of the different helmets in here you can color up. In this bag, they have a couple of different shock mounts. They have a whole bunch that are already blue, so if you wanted to throw those on, or replacements as well. And then you have your manual in case you need to rip it apart and to know what parts you want to order. So we're going to take the bomber out. We're going to really put it through its paces. We're going to see what this thing can do. My hopes are really high. Like I said, I really think they did a fantastic job of building this. So stay tuned for that, and catch you later. All right, so we're out here with the bomber. I'm running it on 2S right now, and we're going to check out and see what it does out here on the Red Rock.